Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're most welcome as well. So today's reading is going to be your general reading for June 15th till 22nd. All right. So yeah, before we get started, for those who haven't subscribed to my channel, I request you to subscribe now and also like this video so that it reaches out to more of our Geminian friends out there. And also I'm open for personal reading. You can either email me, which has been given in the description box, or you can follow me on Instagram and directly DM me over there. I shall respond and then we can have easy communication. All right. And also, if you're feeling generous, then my PayPal account, the link to my PayPal account is also in the description box, and you can yeah, donate through that. All right. So with that much information, without any delay, we are going to get started with your reading. It is going to be structured into your recent past, current energy, and immediate future. All right, so let's see, and we'll clarify whatever we need to, Gemini. All right, so let's see what was there in your recent past. King of Cups, you could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Four of Pentacles, somebody is making you hold back as well as walk away from this individual. All right, so it seems like there was no problem. I'm so sorry, I need to move my camera a little bit. So it seems like you haven't had any kind of any major issue with this individual, but yeah, something happened because of which you are having to walk away. Okay, so let us take out the card for the current energies. Five of Cups, you're sad, and yeah, you're trying to transmute that sadness, into your work, those feelings into some productivity. All right, and you are also like the High Priestess right now. You're quite intuitive. Yeah, this event, whatever happened in the recent past, has changed you as a person, because Geminis are normally, they're like very lively personalities, right? So we'll discuss about that. So in the future energy, Three of Wands, positive, strength, and Seven of Swords. All right, so at the bottom of the deck is, you know Eight of Cups, which means that clearly you are walking away from people. This person insignificant, insignificance, but as well as from people in general, because of the High Priestess, as well as this Eight of Cups, which came at the bottom. So you are like, keep things to yourself. Your emotions are your own. Nobody can help you overcome whatever you go through in your life, and especially the battle that you have, you know with yourself inside of you. You'll have to resolve that on your own, is something, is the realization that has come upon you. So yeah, let us talk about your recent past energy. So King of Cups, Scorpio energy over here, but you could also have dealt with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or fellow Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, these are the signs which are popping out for someone whom you had dealt with, but you don't have to get hung up with the zodiac signs. It may or may not resonate, but if it does, then definitely that is a confirmation. Okay, so Scorpio energy over here, there was someone who was quite nurturing, and I'm speaking to any lady or gentleman who's watching this video right now. Okay, gender doesn't matter, but yes, with the energy of King of Cups, whomever you had dealt with, you felt was someone who's quite generous, someone who's quite controlled when it comes to their temperament, somebody who never loses, like I said, who never loses temper, somebody who's always kind, compassionate towards people, whose approach towards life, whose core value is compassion, is what you had felt. Someone very angelic in your eyes, really had taken away your heart. Okay, Gemini, this person literally took away your heart when you saw this, when you met this person. Probably, you're mesmerized by the energy. You couldn't believe that somebody like that could exist. And when you found someone of that nature, um, who with whom you felt some sort of chemistry with as well, whom you could find getting easily inclined romantically towards, So when you met this person, it was like a dream come true, you couldn't believe that, somebody like that existed, and somebody like that was around you in your environment. And that person, showing interest towards you as well, really, really, um, yeah, that really, made you very happy. You were not even, you felt like I was not expecting this, okay? Probably when this person, through those glances and through those some sort of gestural hint, when they let you know that they were also interested upon you, you were like elated, okay? You're elated, and yeah, your happiness knew no boundary, okay, at that time. And but recently what happened is, yeah, and then this person really gave you a lot of hope, and you dwelled into that for quite a long time, is the sense that I'm getting. But in between that, for some of you, you might have made certain advancement towards this person, and probably the reciprocation was not that much satisfactory, or maybe, the reaction which you got from this individual was totally opposite of what you had expected. For some of you, I'm so sorry if that was the case. But one speciality of this individual is that this person never either, let you know clearly that they don't want this, nor did they come and clearly, said that yes, I want you. There was no clarity. They kept you confusing. So all along you kept on feeling like, I've been getting mixed signals continuously, is what you felt, Gemini, from this individual. But the person overall, you really like the personality, you really like the character of this individual, very confident, someone probably, financially stable as well, because king. So someone who, this person could be someone who belongs to, a prestigious family as well, because king means prestige, all right, wisdom, maturity, all right, wealth. Yeah, so someone as prominent as that. And then with the Four of Pentacles and Six of Swords over here, for some of you, this could be a workplace situation, all right? Because what these two cards, combination of these two cards is also directly telling, related to work situation, is that, if you two were bonded together by, the workplace, then definitely you know, you have taken a step back, and you are now walking away from that job. So probably some of you left this job altogether because the situation had become quite toxic for you. Just seeing this person will bring about so many emotions, you know all those things which you are thought was possible with this individual, all those things will again get back to your mind and then into your memory. And when you would find reality as something else, then that would really hurt you substantially. And that is why, you know you tried to be able to sustain even in that situation. Even you really wanted to be able to work at that place without being hurt, despite seeing him or her every day, okay? But you couldn't do that. you know you definitely love this person, but when you saw this individual at your workplace, or maybe some other place where you regularly met, all right, you saw this person from distance, and your heart will, like, it'll fill with that pain of, you know expectation versus reality kind of situation that you're in. All right, you expected a lot from this person, but then this person behaved like a penny pincher when it comes to giving you attention, time, confirmation, validation. None of that you got. And finally you reached such point where you felt like, okay, enough is enough. You are not toxic as a person, but your presence is definitely toxic for me right now. you know I see you and I feel like crying. I just have to feel your energy from distance, and I feel a lot of pain. I can't be around you anymore. I have to go away because I love you. All right, that is why some of you might have left your job because of this very reason, Gemini. Some of you might have simply created some sort of distance. You might still be working together, or even if it is not a workplace situation, it's somewhere like in the neighborhood, or maybe this individual you saw, regularly in the gym, or some other club somewhere. School, it could be, yeah, you could still be in the school and you two might be like classmates or something, or maybe you study in the same school, university, somewhere. Okay, there's a common place where you two met. And yes, this person's presence became toxic for you, like I said, though the person you didn't find toxic, their presence became toxic for you. Why? Because you had already waited for this person for such a long time, and while you waited, you had certain dreams which you had already, very vividly lived and relived over and over so many times that it's like its imprint is quite, um, it is still there in your mind, quite vivid. All right, and whenever you even think about this individual, sometimes you are still hurt, but then having them in front of your eyes but still not having to have them in your life hurt like hell. That is why you walked away. You maintained distance first and then you walked away altogether. So now you are trying to overcome this person's grief. Probably some of you are also because seeking calmer waters, right? So some of you have understood that it's not going to be possible, so let me explore what is out there. Basically, I need to move on in order to sustain now in my life, is the conclusion that you came in. Okay, so right now your current energy is that you're still heartbroken to some extent. You definitely sometimes sit down and feel like how wonderful it would have been if things had been different. You definitely think that way at times. Some of you, you know you still cry thinking about this person, but more than that, right now what you regret the most is the absence of such divine partnership which you had always hoped for. That is not in your life. You're not person specific. You don't want this person anymore. Probably if they come back with the apologies, and if you have this confidence when this person approaches you that they are still all into you, and yeah, they have understood your worth and now they want to start over, then probably you will still want to go back to this person, because you never fought. Basically, you never talked. Some of you had very minimal talk, but it was all energetic. But then in the end you had to walk away with a heavy heart. And that is what is being reflected by this card of 5 of cups in your current energy. But you're hopeful that probably someday someone is going to come along. You're not expectant of this individual in particular. You're just asking the universe to send that soulmate of yours your way, so that you can plant the seeds. You can do everything that it takes in order to manifest that person into your life. You're ready to put upon that work, but then right now when you look around, you're not finding anyone who matches your energy, because you really have elevated. Okay, Gemini, yeah, you be dealing with could have dealt with or could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Although Scorpio energy was quite strong in the past energy as well. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn also I've already mentioned. So right now what you're doing is you are transmuting those hurtful feelings. You are trying to forget your pain by investing upon your work. You are all about your work now, and some of you are adhering to this belief system that first I have to be abundant myself, and then I will be able to manifest anything that I want. All right. So you're trying to be financially stable. You're thinking that if nothing, then at least I can feel proud of something that I was able to build for myself. I'm not going to sit down here and wait for someone to come and build a palace for me. I'm going to do it for myself now. There's no one to love me. I will love myself. And probably someday I can offer that partnership to someone. All right. That is why you are the high priestess, okay? Because you have elevated so much. Like I said, you changed as a person. Work has now become your priority, while earlier, your emotions, your feelings, how hurt you were, your sorrows, all those were the things that you dwelled into, and that really took away a lot of time and energy of yours, and you couldn't really focus upon your work. And that really, now when you think about it, that might have affected my career progression negatively, is what you're feeling. But then, that doesn't mean that you haven't been doing well in your career path. No, not at all. But now your focus, your main point of focus now is your career, okay, with this high priestess energy. High priestess is someone who has been enlightened, okay, who has that enlightenment, whose third eye is open, and who's highly intuitive. So now you have understood, the laws of universe. All right. So you want abundance, you feel abundant from inside, and in order to feel that, you have to put in that work and effort, and you have to be satisfied with yourself that yes, I am doing work, I'm putting in that much of effort which is required to, manifest that happiness which I really long for. All right. So there's that satisfaction, definitely there's hurt. Your heart is still heavy, you regret certain things that happened in the past, but then at the same time you have this satisfaction that no matter what, or what kind of scenario, what kind of situation I might have to go through, have had to go through, I'm still productive, okay? And that is the point of satisfaction for you, okay? That's where whatever you process in your mind, ultimately what gives you peace is this thing that, you are still sustaining, and your work is your partner right now, which is helping you heal as well. All right. In your future energy, so three of wands, this means that you are going to, completely break free from this feeling of, regret, hurt, sorrow, pain, whatever. Okay. So you are going to come out of this person in three of wands, this person is out of the castle, ready to live like an ordinary person and go and work and build another empire, probably for himself or herself. Okay, so this person is ready to hop into any ship that comes near him and go and explore, okay, the opportunities. So you are definitely going to get rid of this hurtful feelings which is still lingering in your heart at the moment. That is going to go away someday, and you are going to be confident enough, and now your approach towards people and towards life and towards situations, that happens to us, the things which happen to us on day to day basis, you are going to have a different approach towards that. You are going to be such individual who has your own way of dealing with things and people, and however you might appear to people from outside, from inside, you are still going to remain the high priestess. Probably from outside people are going to think that, today this card, I'm not going to describe it as the sneaky card or something. Today this card, what story it is telling is that Gemini is going to be a different person from now on, okay? Gemini is still going to remain that chatterbox, how he or she has always been, okay, full of ideas. Somebody, you know when you go to your workplace, you will be, as much fun, around them as you used to, despite having so much of hurt inside of you. All right, you are not going to change your disposition in front of the people. You are still going to remain that, limelight, all right, to some extent, okay? So among your colleagues, among your neighbors, your cousins, your family members, so you are still going to be cheerful, happy, that lively personality that you are, that a Gemini is. All right, you are still going to remain that, but then from inside you have matured quite a deal, and you are the high priestess now. And yeah, no matter how people perceive you from outside, from inside you are going to remain this, you know evolved self, and you are going to take your decisions accordingly, okay? And you might shock people in the end, when they figure out your way of processing things, when they ultimately see the life choices that you're making or that you will make in the future, the way you deal with people and situations, when they are going to see that, they are going to be shocked. you know they wouldn't be able to understand from where you brought this much of maturity in you, Gemini. So your way, yeah, your outlook towards life is going to change, is what this is telling. Okay, you are still transforming. You are still getting, away from this pain. You are still working upon it, and that day will come when you will be like completely free of that past trauma, and you will be ready for something new in your life. And yes, you would be a totally different person, as I described. All right, so what is the prospect of new love? Because we didn't get any answer to that through these cards, so I'm going to ask spirit guides, what is the prospect of new love in my Gemini's life, please? Who's going to approach them? Is anybody going to approach them? Please, so clearly. Queen of Cups. Somebody compassionate, is definitely going to come along your way. And yeah, the world. So this person could be at distance from you, and yes, and universe is at work for it. Okay, so here's the clear message. Definitely somebody whom you had desired earlier, who is your ideal type, is definitely going to come along your way. You always wanted someone who loved unconditionally, who um, you know is quite giving when it comes to feelings, emotions, and extending positive energies towards you, being kind and compassionate towards you, nurturing towards you. You will find that person. Such person will definitely come along your way, but this person could be at a geographical distance from you. All right, so this person might have to travel to come towards you for some of you. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this might also mean that in order to be able to unite it with this individual, you'll have to end the past situation completely, even in your mind. Or maybe this person who is going to approach towards you will have to wind up certain situation which they are in currently, and then only once that ending happens, then only this new beginning can happen. But strongly I feel like this person is someone who's in a different country than yours, or maybe different state. Yeah, at least a couple of hours rides apart. All right, so yeah, somebody will definitely come. Somebody from foreign land is what I'm getting. Okay, so the Judgment. Universe is taking care of everything that is happening in your life, Gemini. Okay, this is the concluding card. What this means is that divine can see what situations you have been going through, but how bravely you have been able to overcome all of that, and how you are, how you have persevered through, all the difficult times, all the upheavals that you've been through, and how deserving you are of this new love connection with this individual who is at distance from you. All right, so be hopeful. Yeah, have faith upon the universe that definitely, that soulmate of your desire, of your dream, is definitely going to approach you in the near future. All right, so yes, other signs which I can see are Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. Okay, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio are the strong signs which are coming off over here. All right, so with this much of information, I'd like to congratulate you for the prospect of the arrival of new love in your life, Gemini. If this reading helps and resonates, then please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Until the time I meet you again, I love you so much.